Cancer, welcome to your Astroflower reading. We're going to be going into your chakras, your auras, and your tarots as well. I'm going to be doing a special on Sunday about the changing aspects of the chakras because they just don't stop changing at the moment. But in the meantime, let's get into your chakra, shall we? Let's see what's going on with your root chakra. This is for Cancer. There seems to be a decision within your life almost, and it is a foundation decision. It's a life-changing decision in the sense that this is who I am, sort of thing, and this is how I want it in life. You were clinging to that, I think, in the past weeks, and it's almost as if those waves now have stopped, and all of a sudden you're kind of okay, I'm cool. I am where I should be. And that's where it seems to be within your root chakra. It's very, very solid and very sound. And there seems to be something that seems to have been decided for you at the moment. We could pull some cards on that and see what's going on there. Yeah, it's certainly going to build a lot of inspiration within you. Look at that. Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Lovers. There is a realization that is within you of what you want, and you're getting passionate about it, and you're getting into that rhythm which is going to flow through you. Let's just see what's going on in your sacrum. Woo! Yeah, baby. Okay, your sacrum is really inflated. So there's a lot of desires going on within you at the moment. There's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of realizations of how you want things in your life. You know, the sacrum is really, it's quite large. And there has been a couple of other signs that have had this sort of situation as well. And it's really connecting with your desires. And it's basically, as they come to the fore, it's how are you going to manifest it? We'll see that within the third eye and the throat chakra. And see what's going on there, but all the same, it's in lovely and harmonious balance. So there is a realization that if I want this desire and this my emotional side of my life, I'm going to have to physically do this, and this is where it's tying in together with your heart's desires. Let's just see what's going on with your solar plexus. That's missing the spark. That's missing the spark. It's a little bit too open. Maybe there's a little bit too much in the way of desires, possibly. There's too many things to do, and it's spreading you a little bit thin. Or let's just have a look, because it is quite thin at the base. So maybe it's you're concentrating on the goal, but you've got a lot of things to do in order to get that goal. So a lot of things that may well be connected, but they're also, say like if I would say like, you know, I wanted to start a restaurant. The goal is the restaurant. That's that straight part of the solar plexus. That's what I'm after. That's what my determination is all about. But at the same time, I have to get chairs, tables. I have to get a liquor license. Find out who's supplying my fruit and veg, what colours I want to do the sign. There's a multitude of different things that come in completely different areas of life, which you've got to concentrate on at the moment. But it seems really beautiful, but it's a lot of preparation more than anything else, and it's missing that spark and that trigger, basically. Let's just see what's going on in your heart chakra. Well, there is socializing, there is connecting with a lot of people around you, which is really nice. But it's actually, what seems to be more important is realizing your heart's desires now. Realizing that this is what I want out of life. This is the goal of my heart's desires. And it seems to be becoming very clear to you, basically. And you are a very sociable person. And so there is a lot of connecting with the world around you, but that's going to, I think over the next sort of 2 weeks, that's going to fade away as you start moving towards the goal that you've set for yourself within your heart's desires. And it's moving your heart in that direction more than anything else. Just see what's going on in your third eye and your throat chakra. Now that's really that's large and swollen as well. I'd say swollen. I say inflated more in the swollen. But the sacrum and the third eye and the throat chakra, they play in tandem with one another. And it's certainly playing in tandem with you at the moment. It's manifestation. So the ideas and the desires that come from the sacrum, and these are fundamental ideas as well. And it could be as fundamental as saying, I want to be in a relationship where that person is next to me constantly. That could well be one of it. It's very fundamental. You don't know who it is, where they are, what they do, or anything like that. That's, there's no detail on it. It's just fundamental desires. And it plays through, it goes through the optic of the heart. And this heart optic is really starting to focus on a real point of where you want. So you can really see where to take this sort of direction. And then you get the third eye and the throat chakra, which is basically putting the ideas there. So finding out that logic and how that logic works for you, and then manifesting it into the world through communication. And then it will appear before you. So it's not just a case of sort of saying, I want $1 million, and then it just appears in front of you. If it was that easy, $1 million would be worthless, because everyone would have $1 million. Then therefore, it wouldn't be anything particular anymore. And if it's no particular anymore, it's like if you paved the roads with gold, gold would be worthless. It would be worth no more than tar, although tar is probably quite expensive at the moment, but it'd be worth no more than tar. It's only because it's in scarcity that it becomes valuable. It's being realistic as well about what your fundamental desires are in life. And the more you communicate with people around you, the more that you sort of connect with people around you, the more that this is going to become feasible for you. And it's going to seem like it's definitely there. There's the logic of which you will apply to your desires in life will all of a sudden become matter of fact in a way. And then basically you would say something to someone sort of, rather than sort of saying, oh, I would like to go on holiday, sort of saying, I am going on holiday. And that's what then sparks the manifestation. So it's how you communicate as well. And this logic that's going to feed through you is going to make your communication very, very clear and distinct, for not only for you, but for everyone that is around you. So then, therefore, you can then be precisely moving towards your heart's desires. Let's just see what's going on in your crown chakra. There is a consciousness that is building, and it's been building in quite a few signs, not every single sign, but certainly within your sign. It's coming to a stage where your consciousness is going to overflow the rest of it. So it's going to connect you to everything in a way that it's going to eliminate a lot of choices for you, basically. In the very near future, you're going to be in a situation where, rather than sort of saying, should I do this, should I do that? Oh, I don't know. What if I did that instead? Or could I do it like that? In the future, it would be just in this sort of like, because it's not quite yet. I think it's the following week, and could be even like the following few weeks, as it were. And it's getting used to this new logic. Rather than asking all those questions, it's just going to be a case of you're going to go straight to, and I should be doing that. And it's gradually feeding into the rest of your energies there. Let's just see what's going on your aura at the moment. So there's something within the beginning of the week, and it's almost like a realization within you at the beginning of the week, sort of saying, no, this is what I want. I don't want it any other way. This is how I want it. And it's like the decision's been made, as I said, within your root chakra. A decision has been made within you that there's no going back now. There's no going back. And there we go. We got the crossover point, which is very synonymous to that swollen or that inflated sacrum and the inflated third eye and throat chakra, we're getting this crossover point in the middle of the aura. So it's sort of midweek. We're talking Wednesday and Thursday, where you're going to be able to start really manifesting things and really start, start heading down a road that's, that sits perfectly with your heart's desires. And you're going to physically start actively manifesting them and consciously manifesting it as well. Or that is the possibility within you. And the moment you do, and this is the other thing we've been seeing as well, the moment you do and start heading down that road, the universe is going to give you all the protection that you possibly need. They're going to put the wind at your back so they can push you on. You're going to get a lot of support from the universe and everything else that is in it. How is it all feeding into it? It's actually feeding down towards your desires. So this week here, I was quite surprised actually, because I thought it would have been feeding into your heart, and it's not. It's going straight down into your sacrum. It's feeding those desires and being bullish about it in a way, not holding back and just being forthright and straight about it. And that's where the communication comes in as well. Being straight and clear about your desires and just sort of say, this is how it is, and you will live it. It'll be absolutely brilliant. Really, really nice. Let's see if there's anything untoward within your chakra. Well, there's nothing really untoward. There's a little bit of, it's really quite small, and I think it's to do with the past anyway. It's almost as if like there's a little bit of grit within your aura, as if to say you're getting rid of, or you're shaking off the dirt of the old, so you can be clean and into the new, as it were. But it's very, very minor. Let's just see what's going on with your tarot reading. So this is going to be a tarot reading. This is the overall energy. This is the karmic message for your relationship side. This is the karmic message for your material side of life. This is how the universe influences it. This is how your guides influences it, and this is the overall outcome for you. Okay, so let's just see what's going on here with you, Cancer, for your overall energies. Inspirational thought. This is that whole third eye, throat chakra. There's things coming in that you may not have seen arriving. They're going to be lovely little gifts, but they're inspirational gifts that kind of going, all of a sudden you're going to, you'll wake up in the morning kind of going, I think I want to do some cooking. And you never do any cooking. You don't like that normally. And all of a sudden you want to bake biscuits. I don't know. And you're going to realize that actually I love baking biscuits, and actually I'm really good at it. And then all of a sudden you start thinking, well, in that case I could sell those biscuits. And it's an idea that it's worth investigating and flowing. And I think you're going to be inspirational, not only to yourself, but the people that are around you. I think this also comes into that sort of that throat chakra idea as well, of saying how it is, not holding back, being bullish about it. I think this is going to give you that very quick victories in life in order to sort of get the momentum within your pathway. Let's just see what's going on your relationship side. Tower moment on your karmic mission. I think this is a case of what's been done and dusted. Just let it crumble away. It's in the past. I think this tower moment. I think this is also tower moments within the world around us, and it does come out for a lot of people. Not a hugely amount, but it has come out for quite a few people at the moment. And I think here is how for you to actually let go of something and just let it crumble. Let something just fall to the floor, as it were, in regards to your relationships that are around you. So 7 of Swords, playing smart, investing your time and efforts into things that's going to disarm people that are around you, or disarm people that are around you. So you all of a sudden you're no longer caught up in a repetitive, conflictual sort of notion within your relationships. And the moment you do, that tower moment happens, you're going to be able to see things in a completely different light. And this is how your guides are trying to sort of help you out here. By playing smart, you're going to see things completely differently in regards to your relationships that are around you, the possibilities that are around you. And it's going to stop you from looking into the past and not concentrating on your future. That's what your guides are trying to do here at the moment. They're trying to help you to manifest your future. And in order to do that, sometimes, you know, to make an omelette, you got to break this, you know, you got to break some eggs. And that's what the Tower moment's about. And it's tied into your past that you really need to let go of, basically. I think this could even be like a training week for you going forward. Let's just see what's happening on your financial sort of side. So on the financial sort of side, concentrate on one thing at the moment. You know, one thing at a time. Don't try and sort of do too much for you. As I said, it's like concentrating on opening that restaurant. Yeah, there's a lot of things to do around it, but it's concentrating on the actual goal about it. And when you do that, it's going to give you a bit of revelations about how your business can work, how business works, how you work, how the job works. If you're in a job space at the moment, you know, concentrating on that one aspect of the job that works. And don't get distracted by things within the workspace at the moment. Let's just see how the universe is influencing this. 5 of Cups. It's very funny. It's very similar reading to Capricorn, actually, opposite you. And there seems to be a lot of correlation between the two here. And it's working towards that 1 cup. She's got that 1 cup that she's holding there. But there's also this pathway that leads to the new land that is behind her. If she can only just turn around and sort of saying, the past is the past, leave it there. And this is where I'm talking about in your root chakra. Fundamentally, something is dead and done with. And I think it comes up within you. There's a bit of hesitancy within the relationship side. But if you see things in a completely different way, I think that's going to be null and void and not really sort of present within your life at the moment. Page of Wands. This is where your guides are trying to invigorate you in your financial or your material world and really helping you to sort of explore the different avenues of the possibilities that are around you. Being very vibrant, excited about things, because that's going to be infectious with people around you and with the situation, which is going to feed you a lot of things going forward. And as you get excited about things, it's going to make you feel a lot more secure about where you're going and what you're doing. Okay? Yeah, look to the future. The High Priestess is that. She is looking to the future. She's understood the how we build up our lives and how we manifest things. And it's converting those sort of ideas, and it ties in beautifully with the Ace of Swords here as well. It's how we sort of visualize and manifest things through our energy and through our third eye, and convert it into the manifestation of physical world, of putting it into action through the throat chakra, of how it could all come true for you. So you got the High Priestess and the Hermit, and the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is all about, you know, he's all about learning. He's learned how to get to his desires. And I think this all has to do with your sacrum as well, with your desires and dreams. Each step along that way of the Hierophant, that staircase, is a lesson that they have learned in order to get the best out of life, and get a hold of their dreams and aspirations, basically. I just want to pick out and see what's happening on with this Tower moment where we've got the High Priestess. So it's playing opposite here. I think this is something that comes in from the outside in the general energy here, which just almost, it's like someone comes in and bangs in the last nail of the coffin and sort of saying it's dead and done, it's dusted, with time to move on. And this is it's going to provoke a lot of inspiration through your third eye, through your meditation, which holds no bounds. within the meditation. It's only the physical world that sets limitations upon it all. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. So it's nurturing your future. And this is, to nurture it, it's sometimes you've got to have a bit of a tower moment. You've got to clear a bit of space. And that's what the tower moment is all about. It's clearing things out of the way. Because it's preparing you to go through the portal to a new thing. And that ties into what we got on the Hierophant as well. The learning process of getting towards your desires and dreams and aspirations. I just want to see what's going on behind that Ace of Swords. We got the Ace of Pentacles. Did we have an Ace of Pentacles elsewhere? No, we didn't have an Ace of Pentacles. This is all about a new beginning for you, an absolute new beginning, and a future that's certainly going to be highly abundant. But there's something that needs to be that nail needs to be hammered into that coffin. It's the last of it. It's dead and done. And that Emperor card that sits there in judgment upon themselves, in a way that I have an empire, therefore I am the emperor. I have conquered all of my problems in my life, and I am now an empire. It's a really powerful position. And that's what it's setting up for you in the coming future. It could well be someone that comes into your life who is an incredibly powerful person. And if they do come into your life, it shakes your foundations a little bit, provokes a lot of ideas, and helps you to go on through into a new paradigm, into a new future that really builds the best out of you. I'm just going to pull one on those dreams because I can't resist it. One on those dreams. Letting go of a social situation. The Five of Cups. So you're letting go of 3 cups. That sort of social celebration, those social connections between you and other people, changing maybe, moving somewhere, but you're moving on there with the Two of Cups, which is all to do with love and aspiration. Turn away from the past and head to the future. That's what you should be doing. And you've got the Five of Cups down there. It's playing through you here. At the moment, I thought they was on there somewhere. That's why I was wondering about it. But it is, moving on and moving on with a full connection of hand in hand of who you are, basically. There you go, Cancer. Thank you very much for your support for this channel and being with us, subscribing, clicking that bell, sharing it across all platforms, liking it, commenting. Oh, there's so much to do with YouTube. It's mad. Thank you very much for being here. Don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.